I'm going to tell you something nobody else in this space wants to admit. This entire industry is a scam. All of these online trading gurus, all of the people who run the market, they all are selling you a dream. They want you to believe that you can be profitable. They want you to believe that the market is easy. They want you to believe all these things because they are taking your money. That is how they make money. For example, people who run the market, why do they need you? Liquidity. How does the market move? By taking your money and using it for the real move. Why do these gurus want you to believe that you can be profitable? Because they're taking your money for their courses and mentorships, which is their entire income, because they can't actually make money trading, obviously. With going into this, if you look around, just take a look, okay? It's predatory marketing scandals, all of it. It's, none of these guys, all they do is put all of their time into marketing. They don't know how to trade. And if they do know how to trade, they don't even do it anymore because they understand after being in the industry for 3-4 years, whatever it is, that selling dreams to you guys is way fucking easier than actually trading. Trading is not easy. It's very difficult because strategy is not all that matters. But point being, in this video, I already started, but I'm going to be breaking down all of the schemes and bullshit and noise that's going on in the market that makes you believe that you're gonna get rich day trading when the reality is 99% of you are going to fail. So here's the first secret. The entire day trading industry is derived off of one thing: your desire for freedom, your desire to get rich, your desire to have the status, have the money, have all of these fucking materialistic things that aren't even going to fulfill you in the first place. That's for another video. But point being, it's predatory marketing schemes that draw you in by showing their status, showing their luxury vehicles, their luxury dinners, showing that they can make a ton of money doing this and they have ultimate freedom. All of it is a predatory marketing scheme so that you pay them your money to make money. They target beginners specifically. All of their videos are, I'm not gonna name anybody, but most of these gurus, they target beginners. They say, if you just open your fucking eyes and look around, it's obviously so targeted towards beginners who want to get rich quickly and want freedom and want to retire their family. And it's fucked up, man, because think about it, if they were actually profitable, they wouldn't be selling you their strategy because, number one, once 1 billion people use the same strategy, it doesn't really work the same. I mean, it does somewhat because retail is a lot different from institutions. However, if somebody had a real edge in the market, they are not sharing it publicly like that. Like I don't. Unless someone's paying me $10,000 in a private mentorship, I am not sharing my strategy. And either way, next point, strategy is the bottom of the fucking barrel. Technical analysis is the bottom of the barrel. You guys need to understand, you are what matters. How do you think? How do you see the market? How do you direction? Other than that, like knowing what the market, you don't have to know what the market's going to do to win. That's the thing. You need to be in a state where you have an edge. You aren't gonna fuck up. You're gonna follow your rules. You're gonna follow your plan. You're gonna have the identity of a profitable trader. You're gonna lower your importance of the entire thing, right, guys? So point being, they wouldn't be pushing their courses and mentorships so hard if they were making money trading. The only reason that I want to sell something is because I'm doing the polar fucking opposite of what they do, and I want to make a change in this industry. I want to teach people what really is happening. That strategy is not what you need to become a profitable trader. I've been trading 3.5 years. I lost over 6 figures, multiple 6 figures trading, and now I've made it all back plus some, and I've had fucking crazy months, and I know exactly what it takes to become profitable, and I've done this. And most of these guys, they just realize they're not going to make money trading. They figure, wow, what do I do at this point? Maybe just go tell other people they can make money, and I'll take their money for that, right? So they need you to survive is the whole point, and they're scamming you, basically. Now let's go into the real reason why 99% of you are going to fail. It's not because trading's impossible, it's not because the market's unbeatable, it's simply because you're stepping into the most psychologically demanding environment on the entire planet, and you are probably anywhere from 18 to 21 years old. You've fucking went to high school and you have no real world experience. You haven't developed yourself yet. You have no identity. You don't even know who you are. And you have zero psychological preparation for this type of game, man. It's like, you need to understand this isn't just a walk in the park. You don't just click some fucking buttons on your computer and draw lines and fucking know where support and resistance is to be profitable. If that's what it took, the industry, everyone would be profitable. Obviously, that's not the case. Like, the moment you click buy or sell, your identity is exposed. Your fear, your greed, your the importance that you put on the market, your ego, your impatience, all of it is immediately shown to the world, and it's shown to yourself, and you get to it's exposed in plain sight. And until you fix that, you are not going to become profitable. It's impossible. Your insecurity, the market punishes all of them instantly, man. Like, not tomorrow, not fucking next week, right that second. Soon as you enter buy or sell, punished. If any of those symptoms show up, you're done. That's what kills traders. That's why you're all unprofitable, because you can't control yourselves and you have no identity. You just have a strategy to draw some fucking lines on the screen and think you're gonna be profitable. It's not how it works, man. And most of you guys, you think you're failing because you don't know enough. You're lacking the knowledge. It's fucking bullshit, man. You're failing because you can't control yourself. Get a grip. Take accountability for your actions. Take accountability for yourself. It's not because you don't know enough. You've put the time into learning. It's because you have no identity. You don't even know who you are yet, man. And you can't control your emotions. And the harsh truth is, the market couldn't give two fucking shits how bad you want to win. All it cares about is how you handle yourself under pressure. If you can't handle yourself under pressure, the market's gonna take everything from you, man. And the reason technical analysis is the absolute bottom of the fucking barrel is because the market doesn't run on technical analysis, man. I'm not gonna go deep in this because it'll take way too long, but just because you can identify fucking support and resistance and a breaker block and order block and standard deviation, that's not gonna make you profitable. The market is way fucking deeper than that, man. That's why all these traders teach you strategy, because it's like, it's so easy, you know? It's like, listen, okay? Listen real close. I'm gonna tell you right now, I give you these fucking lines on a chart and you're gonna make a ton of money and achieve the freedom you've been looking for. What happens in your brain? Wow, this is so easy, man. Why haven't I been doing this all along? This guy can really make me money and give me freedom by teaching me how to draw lines on the chart. That's where they get you, because that's not how it fucking works. You don't understand market dynamics. You don't understand cycles in the market. You don't understand how macroeconomics work. You don't understand who actually causes the market to move or why it even moves in the fucking first place, man. All you know is how the market moves based on lines on a chart, and you think that you're gonna make endless money and get freedom from that. Technical analysis is not an edge. It's just a map to see how the market's gonna move, not why. You have no fucking idea why, and I bet you've never even thought about it, because these gurus just bullshit you all the way to their fucking freedom because they're taking your money. And then the reason you think that you have an edge, the reason it was so easy to manipulate you into believing that strategy and technical analysis is what's going to give you freedom and make you profitable, is because the market is a psychological trap. Like I said, it gives you just enough wins, just enough validation, just enough dopamine that you think, wow, I could really do this. I'm so close to figuring it out. But in reality, that is just an addiction, man. All it is, that small win you just had, it doesn't mean your strategy works. It means it worked once. If you never backtested your strategy over multiple years of data, it doesn't matter what you think, man, because it's just like your brain tricking you. It's like, even if you did test it over multiple years, the market is constantly changing. You have to be very adaptable. You have to understand market dynamics. You have to understand the current cycle we're in and why the market is moving the way it is. You only are winning because the market allowed you to win, to keep you in the game, to keep using you as liquidity for the real moves. And it takes everything from you, man. It's going to keep taking everything from you. Your edge isn't real until you repeat it under stress, pressure, uncertainty, until you repeat it under conditions, every condition that there is in the market. And then I have 2 more topics, okay? Identity over strategy. I already talked about this a fucking ton, but like, you don't trade the chart, man. You're trading your identity. Your identity is what is going on. It's not, you're not looking at lines on the screen, man. It doesn't matter. Everybody can fucking say they know how to read chart lines. The thing is, not everyone can control themselves. So I won't even, your nervous system's dysregulated. You go into survival mode. You have fight or flight. That's how your brain is wired. Humans aren't wired to be in this environment unless, you know, you have the mutation where you actually think logically, which a lot of us are lucky enough to find ourselves in. But most of you run off of emotions. You run off of feelings. You run off of how things feel, you know, and you're just gonna be fucked until you figure this out. So it's like, until your identity is stable, you're just gonna keep getting killed. And what actually creates profitability? I'm not gonna just leave you on a cliffhanger, because that would be pretty messed up. What creates real long-term profitability is not a magic entry. It's not a line on a chart. It's a system, man, a layered system. You need, I'll tell you exactly what I do. I have a macroeconomic understanding, first of all, and that is the deepest part of all of this. That's what everything I do runs off of. I know exactly what direction we're going in, what everyone's thinking at the same time, what everyone wants who actually controls the market. And this has to match the current liquidity environment, right? So then you get the narrative, the weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1 hour. You get the narrative of all time frames, and this gives you the actual technical direction, right? And then you have to understand the volatility we're in. So are we, for example, just use VIX or VV-VIX, whatever you want to do. There's a lot of other ways. I'm not going to go too deep in it, but volatility. Do we have volatility? If it's, if VIX is going higher, it means we're probably going lower, whatever. Understanding multi-chart analysis and comparing assets to each other to know what the economy is actually doing. And then you need to understand timing. You need to know when the move is going to happen and why it's happening there. And then you need your entry model, your entry execution model, which is the only thing you know, because that's all anybody teaches, is the fucking last thing I do, man. It's the least important thing. All it does for me is give me the risk to reward needed to actually be profitable. My win rate has nothing to do with the execution model. That's literally just to give me the risk to reward, the entry criteria, right? And this is why most traders never make it. They have the strategy, they have the entry criteria, execution model, but they're missing every other layer that there is. And there's other things that go into it as well. I'll make a separate video eventually, but point being, if you're tired of the illusions, if you finally, after this video, hopefully, if I can realize that strategies are not gonna make you profitable, and you're tired of blowing accounts and blaming yourself when you're prey, man. They're predatory marketing schemes went into your brain, hijacked your dopamine system and your nervous system, and you're just, dude, like, it's cooked. It's not your fault. Like, it really isn't. But you have to understand this now after hearing this information for the first time, because somebody actually wants to fucking be real and not steal your money, man, because I actually know how to trade. But either way, point is, you're only taught the bottom 1% of what actually matters. They just want your money, man. This real game is systems level thinking. You need narrative level execution. You need an identity level transformation. You need all of these actual real things to be profitable. And that's exactly what I am teaching to make a difference in this fucking industry, man, because something has to change. Like, obviously, like 99% of traders are literally bankrupting themselves and turning their lives into shit, going into debt. I've talked to so many traders since I started social media that their lives are just collapsing because of these predatory marketing schemes and the market making you have false belief that you can become profitable from lines on a chart. It's like, I am teaching what you really need to fucking do, man. Dude, like, please listen to me. I'm gonna start giving this away for free, because it's like, you guys need to understand, until you stop being a retail trader there and start acting like a professional, man, you're 90. Okay, just last thing I'm gonna end this off on. Why are 99% of traders unprofitable And why do you think with the same general surface level bullshit information that they have that you are going to be different? Tell me right now. Write this down. What makes you different? What is different about you from any of the other 99% that fail? You know more? You're better at technical analysis? If you really believe that, good luck to you, man. Either way, thank you for watching. Please take some of my advice, and I'll see you in the next video.